Ta-ta-ta-na-na-na-na-na. Hello, hello. Mm. Okay, so today we just gonna look at a duplex on the market in Columbus. So want to look at, look at this deal in terms of long-term rental, see, run the numbers, see if anything look good, if there's any fixes, if the market rent is, even compatible, stuff like that. So this is a multiplex. So what multiplex is, it's a group with two home in ones, and it's in Columbus, Ohio. So it is a 2-1. So and it's already kind of being rented out for $12.50. Both are so one is renting out for $12.50. I assuming that's gonna be a month lease, and then the next one is month to month, also $12.50. So it's actually already have tenant within it. So let's see if it is a good deal and see if the rent is below the market rent, so we can buy it and then increase the rent to market rent and increase more income, and if that even makes sense. So first thing first, let's look at the properties. Make sense of the property. So let's see where it has been on market for 11 days. It is in that side of Columbus. Actually, it's kind of near downtown, so it's not too bad. Okay. And it is a 2-1 total of 1920 square foot. Okay, let's see. Let's run our number and see. I think this was 1,500. Oh, I think this was being rented by the owner, and see if the owners um actually a good property manager, and see if we can make a profit out of it. So first thing first, on way, take a look at the properties, how it is conditioned. So let's take a look at the older pictures and see how the property, what's the condition the property is like. So look at the picture, it already looked really nice. So one thing does stand out to me is carpet. So it's one room carpet. At least it's just tile. That's nice. That's actually a really nice fixed up kitchen. That's really nice. Fenced up backyard. That's nice. Bedroom. It's not too bad. It is carpet, and that is also carpet. Okay. So if we would go, we're probably gonna change out the carpet and see what. Oh wow, that's a really nice shower. So we actually don't have to change much. All we have to do is change the carpet, change out the carpet, and pretty much it. No washer dryer. I wonder if they do share a washer dryer. So one thing you want to look for in multifamily, see if it is separate meters. So if it's for separate meter, that means that you don't have to basically take over the um, payment for any utilities. So the tenant's going to take care of it. All right, let's take a look at this area and see if it's a nice area. So one thing you always can do is, since it's Columbus or anywhere that's you cannot go, take a look at, walk the street, walk the area, figure out where to actually close by amenity. Is one thing you can only do is just do street view and see, what's the area looking like. So let's go on Google, this little man right there. Let's see if I can zoom in right there and go a little zoom in. This little man right there. You can just drop and see what's the street like. Oh, look like it is kind of really busy street. So that's also another downside of it. But One thing I do want to take a look for, because there's no garage, there's no place for us to park, see if where our tenant can park their car. So obviously one way is street parking, but I wonder if they just consider park right here. So maybe pave that way too. So that's on parking. So the location's not too bad. One downside is kind of in the very busy street, so that's um, turn off a lot of tenants, but it's okay. Another thing is take a look at where everything is. So it's close to, it's actually really close to downtown. Let's take a look. So that's where our property is. Take a look at where all the Targets is in these locations. Target's up there. Chick-fil-A down there. Okay. Let's take a look at if there is any other. So actually, it's really near the hospital, university, library. So actually, this area is not bad. Another thing I would just check is see how the crime is. One website I usually go to is called tophap.com. Go to research, enter the address. That is the wrong one. This one. Is that it? Yep, Columbus, and scroll down to the area, basically the native area right here, and take a look at the crime score. That's a really high crime. That's extremely high. Now I don't know if that actually works anymore. This is quite not safe area, so I don't think this is a good area to buy. Mainly because if you even buy together with one a super high crime area. Another one is right by one of the very busy street. So if I do want to get out, like exit, one of the exit plan will be extremely hard for me to exit, and also it doesn't appreciate it that much. So that's another I want to take a look at. But just for the sake of the exercise, let's go on and actually do the number and see if it actually makes sense. So let's take a look at the properties. 390. So let's just put 390. 390, 300,000. Rational, do 20% down. And cool. All right, now let's take a look at the rehab calculator and see if we need to change anything. We don't have to do anything to this home properties. They need to repaint. We technically don't have to do hardwood floor yet, but we would do it. Let's see. Vinyl. Let's just do vinyl right here. Is 1920. Don't have to work on any kitchen, and don't have to do anything, just the floor. Okay, so that's how much we have to do. But the good thing is it's already being rented out right here. So let's do 2550 times 2 because it is 2. Where is the rent? Right here. So equal to times 2. So that is the monthly income. Let's take a look at the property tax. Let's go at the property tax. Property tax 504. Home insurance 136. Property tax 504. That's actually really high. Property monthly insurance 136. You said 136 at 20% because landlord insurance is actually more than homeowner insurance. Add another $100 for your care. Assuming vacancy is going to be high because it's a really high crime area. Property insurance, or not property insurance, property management is about 8%, but accounted for the basically tenant placement fee, which is usually the first month of rent. That is 9%. So with this home, currently is being rented out, is already making 8.6% cash and cash return. So it's actually not a bad deal. Um, but let's take a look at the actual market rent and see if this place is being rented on the market, like actual right price. So one way to do that is affordablehousing.com. They do have a called rent estimator. So just go to owner tab, rent market rent estimator, and you have to put in the address of the place right here and the number of bedrooms. So this is a duplex. Both of the unit is 2 beds. So just do 2. Right now, currently we rented it out for $12.50. So that is market rent. Oh, so that's already at market rent. So not too savvy. How about Section 8? So look up HUD FMR, go to small area, Ohio. Ohio, what's county this? Franklin County. Zip code 43205. 43205. 2 bedroom, 43205 is only 10. So I would rather rent out just normally and actually would make a lot more money. So they actually already is on market rent with property management, stuff like that. So this is actually an okay deal. But say if my target is I want to take a look at, I want to get into maybe around 13 to 15% cash on cash return. Let's me play around with the down payment and see how much I do. So if I do 50% down, that is actually less money. That is actually 4% cash on cash return. So let's keep that. But I want to change the purchase price to $350. That become almost 10. Almost 10. Okay. How about do 300? That's almost 10. Okay. So for this property, if we offer 300, take a 20% conventional loans, and all we have to do is basically fix up the floor, which we technically don't have to. So what we could do is wait until one of the tenants leave. We go in. So this money technically not right away. We go in whenever one tenant is basically leave, and then we change up that unit and basically go through, make it really nice, and get another tenants in. So technically, you don't have to do it right away. So as currently, if you buy it right now, you technically would cash flow. So one of the biggest red flag for this current property is one, it is on a very, very, very busy street. So it's right here. So look at the road right here. This is a very, very busy street. It is Kelton Avenue. This is a very busy street. There's not many parking spot either. Another thing is also a red flag is the crime index for this properties is extremely high. So which usually what this means is that will basically affect what's the desirable with the area. If you could even rent it out for finding tenants, okay, living in a very dangerous place at market rent, and also the appreciation. Another thing is if you want to get out, exit strategy, it's going to be very hard to find a buyer that's willing to buy in this property. So that's two things you take out. So I'm going to always run you on the number, always do your own analysis before you go into any deal, and just look out for those things.